So, welcome to my garden. There's a wee pond here. It's a bit more like a puddle than a pond, but I usually get some frogs in there. I've got a wee herb garden. You can see the remains of the apples from last year. There's a bay tree over here that I used to make things like spaghetti sauce and stuff like that. But the most interesting bit is this bit here, although it doesn't look very interesting at the moment because it's currently fallow for winter. It's not been planted up yet. One of the things I always grow in this patch is some tatties, and in fact, here's one of the tatties that grew last year. They last me till about April every year, and you can see that this one has already started to sprout. So in fact, I could plant this one and start the new crop for next year if I really wanted to. The three essential elements that crops like tatties need are nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus, NPK. You'll hear folk talking about NPK fertiliser. But you have to be careful because if I were to grow tatties in the same patch every year, I would use up all the nutrients. So what I have to do is I have to do a crop rotation. Every year I change the position that the tatties have been planted on. So I think last year they were planted in the middle section of this particular patch of land. So this year I think I'm going to plant them in the top section, and then the year after I'll plant them in the bottom section and keep rotating it round. You can of course change the percentages of these elements by adding fertiliser. You can add stuff like manure if you like, but you do have to be a little bit careful because in a funny way you don't want too much of some of these elements. If you have too much nitrogen for your tatties, and what happens is the shoots go shooting up, and that can be at the expense of the tatties underground, so you can actually get less tatties but lots of green stuff on the top that you don't want. So I'm looking forward to planting up my garden. I'll be doing that fairly soon.